What's going on, guys? It is Sneed from Sneed Mobile Tech, and I've got huge news coming out of the DOJ as it pertains to the T-Mobile and Sprint merger. So, the big news is the DOJ wants T-Mobile to sweeten the deal. What they want them to do, antitrust officials have kind of leaked this. They want a new fourth competitor out of this merger. What they want to do is they want to build in some concessions that will be able to approve the merger, but actually create a legitimate standalone fourth national carrier that would serve as a replacement for Sprint. Now, this is obviously an incredible, change of events. How would this happen? How would this work? Essentially, T-Mobile and Sprint will be giving up a ton. They'd be giving up a lot to make this happen. So some of the things that come to mind is you need spectrum to create a network. The foundation of the new fourth carrier is going to require a lot of it, and it looks like some of it is going to be coming from, the Sprint and T-Mobile merger. Obviously, there's going to be infrastructure required, shared macro sites, market coverage, roaming agreements. I mean, you could just imagine how much needs to be there in place. I'm also probably thinking there's going to be some government subsidies, possibly some tax breaks, keeping the costs down at least early on for this to be a viable carrier. And of course, it's going to take time. This is going to take several years. I mean, 3 to 6 years would be an accelerated build. So clearly a lot of obstacles to creating a fourth carrier in a relatively quick time. So, who would potentially be this fourth carrier? I think obviously a cable company comes to mind. There are probably a couple we could rattle off and name, but it's pure speculation at this point. But they're really the only viable option because they have the money, they've got the power, the influence, the infrastructure, and of course the geographical range. Now, why would T-Mobile want to accelerate the build of a fourth competitor? You think about it, that's kind of counterproductive to what they're trying to do with this merger. What T-Mobile is trying to do is they've got their own fish to fry, as someone could say, 5G promises, from the FCC concessions where they made their deal. And of course, it's just not realistic. How in the world is T-Mobile going to build out their own national 5G network and continue to bolster their LTE and also, create a fourth carrier and get them going and build the framework for them? It's like, how does that make business sense for T-Mobile? I mean, I strongly, disagree with this type of thing. I just can't see T-Mobile taking this concession. So, to kind of summarize everything we have in the concessions from the FCC and possibly the DOJ here, we've got 5G promises, right? National and accelerated. We've got price lock promises, at least 3 years with no price hikes. MVNO price locks, keeping them viable and competitive and keeping prices down. You've got the divestiture of Boost, creating a framework potentially for a new fourth competitor, giving up spectrum assets as well as customers. I would not want to I would not want to take this deal on if I were T-Mobile. I think that's the best way for me to put it. It's just too much. It seems like a whole lot, and it seems like it kind of opposes what T-Mobile is themselves trying to do for their own company. It's just really hard to see this working for them. I can't see T-Mobile taking this deal. So these are huge news. I mean, it's a lot there. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say on this topic. I'm sure a lot of people are going to have some excellent opinions and ideas, so go ahead and drop me a line in the comment section below. Let me know what you think on these news. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch the video. If you could, please take a moment to like the video and share the video. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe and make sure you're notified. Ding that bell to make sure that you get all of the uploads that I'm going to be posting. There's going to a lot happening with the Sprint and T-Mobile merger, and you definitely want to stay up on that. So be sure to stay tuned and stay notified. That's it for this video. Thank you guys again for watching. This is Sneed from Sneed Mobile Tech, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.